Hello people, in this video we want to look at this internal hordeolum. What is this internal hordeolum? First of all, where are we? We are looking at the disorders of eyelids, and in that we are looking at the inflammatory disorders of eyelids. In inflammatory disorders of eyelids, you have blepharitis, internal hordeolum, chalazion, external hordeolum, molluscum contagiosum. So in this video, what do we want to look at? Internal hordeolum. Yes. So internal hordeolum is this one that you see here. Basically, it is an infective condition of the meibomian glands. Okay, see, meibomian glands can have two things, either an internal hordeolum or a chalazion. Okay, so meibomian glands can have two issues. One is the chalazion, the other is the internal hordeolum. Okay, so this chalazion is actually non-infective condition. Inside this, there will be no bacteria, right? Only the secretions of the meibomian gland are still inside. So that becomes a chalazion. This one, guys, chalazion. So green, it doesn't have any bacteria inside. Once this gets infected, it becomes a internal hordeolum. So where are we? Okay, we are looking at internal hordeolum. Basically, it's an infective condition which affects the meibomian glands. See, meibomian glands, two things can be there, chalazion, internal hordeolum. So where are the meibomian glands? Here. See, this is the meibomian gland. Come on, give the marker. Yes, this is the meibomian gland. So this, if it has the secretions inside, that will become a chalazion, which we have already seen. If that gets infected, it will become what is called as an internal hordeolum. Or directly, the meibomian gland can get infected and it can become internal hordeolum. See, now meibomian gland, one more condition is there where the outlets of all the meibomian glands are, the ducts are blocked. That will become meibomitis. That is blepharitis. This one, meibomitis, is a separate condition, okay, where all the ducts are blocked. That is meibomitis. The lid margin is affected. Now, we are entering internal hordeolum, right? We are entering this specific topic now. So, suppurative inflammation of the meibomian gland, okay, associated with the blockage of the duct. Suppurative inflammation of the meibomian gland. So, you already know this definition, right? Suppurative inflammation of the meibomian gland. What is the etiology? What are the predisposing factors? Same thing, rubbing eye regularly. So, you're introducing all the dirt and things into the near the eye. So, you're clogging these ducts so they can get clogged and secretions can be retained and it will become chalazion, or it can directly get infected, right, with the Staphylococcus aureus, so many other bacteria. So, you should not keep rubbing and touching the eye, okay, with dirty hands, etc. Causative mechanism, hordeolum internum may occur as primary staphylococcal infection of the meibomian gland. So, it can become a primary infection. The meibomian gland itself is infected with the staphylococcus, or secondary infection of a chalazion. Chalazion is there and then that becomes infected, that becomes secondary. So, there are two types here in internal hordeolum. What are the clinical features? What do you think these people will have? They'll have a swelling on the lid. Yes. They'll have watering, photophobia. They are very similar to the other types of inflammatory disorders of the eyelid. But here the pain is more intense. The pain is more intense due to the swelling being embedded deeply in the dense fibrous tissue. So, this pain will be more. What are the signs? You will see that away from the lid margin, there will be a swelling, red tender swelling. Okay. And there will be edema. You will see that you can differentiate this internal hordeolum from external hordeolum because the tenderness will be away from the lid margin. Okay. And the pus which points to the tarsal conjunctiva. Here you can clearly see the pus point is pointing on the tarsal conjunctiva. So, you will see it when you avert the eyelid. Here they have averted the eyelid and they are showing from inside, right? And otherwise, if it is an external hordeolum, where will it be? External hordeolum will be the eyelash, right? So, somewhere here the pus will be, collection of pus will be here. But here it is away from the lid margin inside. Very rarely they are saying that this pus point can be external on the skin side, but otherwise more normally they are saying it will be on the tarsal conjunctival side. Okay. So, is it clear? Guys, what are we looking at? We looked at internal hordeolum. What are the types? Primary and secondary. Secondary means chalazion itself getting infected. Very good. Then what else we saw? We saw symptoms. Now signs we have looked at. Signs, where is the maximum tenderness? Away from the lid margin. Pus point will be towards tarsal conjunctiva, very rarely towards the skin. Edema will be there, redness, pus will be there. How will you treat this? It is very similar to external hordeolum. That means what? It should be drained. Okay. By a vertical incision from the tarsal conjunctiva. So this is the tarsal conjunctiva they are showing. You make a vertical incision here. Why vertical? Because there is only this one gland that is affected, isn't it? You don't want to cut across other glands. So you are going to make a vertical incision on the conjunctiva. Because other meibomian ducts are there. You want to touch only this one. So you will make a vertical incision and you will drain it. Okay. That's it about internal hordeolum. Nothing more required. This is internal hordeolum. So in disorders of eyelids, there are many. We have looked at internal hordeolum in this video. It is an infective condition that affects meibomian glands. There's two types, primary, secondary. Primary means directly the bacteria has infected. Secondary means a chalazion was there and then it got infected and became an internal hordeolum. Here what is affected is the meibomian gland. Okay, that's all for now. Bye-bye. Guys, when they say treatment, what you write is hot compress. Clearly you have to write hot compress, antibiotics, then anti-inflammatory, systemic anti-inflammatory. Okay, because whenever it is deep inside, they want to give systemic anti-inflammatory analgesics. Okay, that is the treatment for internal hordeolum. Bye bye.